All right, so boom, we're coming off of a very, very, very large night for you guys because, I mean, over the last number of months since you guys have kind of came up, I mean, Roddy's won the Cruiserweight Championship, and then now you guys 2022 Dusty Tag Team. Damn, there's so many words.
Dusty Classic.
Dusty Classic Champions. How do you feel kind of about coming on the other side of this, especially with all the development that's been for the last number of months, man?
I feel like Ruben stuttered when he won American Idol. That's probably the best way that I can put it.
You flying without wings.
That's it. I mean, here's the thing. You know, the Creed brothers. I first interacted with them. I think it was August 10th. Of 2021. I think I gave them my business card. And then September 7th is when they made their in-ring debut. So, you know, looking at their progression from then to now, it's incredible. It's something that is special to me. And I know that it is special to them because they took an opportunity and like they killed it, you know? That's really all you can ask for is an opportunity. And they got it and they made the most out of it. So I'm incredibly proud of them. I am incredibly happy, and it's just been a great 24 hours, and I can't.
All right, so you talk about a little bit of the collaboration and everything that goes into it. Can you kind of use that to explain kind of like the impetus of Diamond Mine? Like, how does this started? How do you get from essentially where you were probably like maybe early last year, or maybe a year before that, Bivens Enterprises, and how does it evolve into Diamond Mine and the collaborative effort? I mean, you got logos, you got the entire, you got a color scheme down, like you got everything kind of going. How did that process necessarily evolve?
Well, Diamond Mine was never my creation, and it's funny because a lot of people think that is 100% Shawn Michaels. This idea predates all of us. I think this is something that they've always wanted to do. And then the idea started to like come around. I think it was late 2020. That's when the idea kind of floated around. And then last year was, you know, when it got started. And, you know, there were ideas about different players being in it. And I think it was going to be built around me being the mouthpiece or the manager of the group. And then it started from there. And then, you know, they kind of just looked around and tried to see, you know, who they could plug into the group. But Diamond Mine was Shawn's creation. It was his baby. And once I understood exactly what that meant, as far as, you know, what is my role, you know, what is everyone else's role. And the funny thing is, this was early on, and I'll remember this forever. I think it was Hideki had, I think, a little trouble understanding Diamond Mine, and we were talking to Hunter. And so Hideki, this is like maybe the second week, he points at me and he goes, what does he do? And Hunter looked at me and he goes, Money Mark. And then he goes, oh, okay. And so, you know, that's when things started to click. And it's like, oh, now I know who Malcolm Bivens is supposed to be, you know, as far as, you know, character-wise and personality and everything else. So, you know, that's when I would say collaboration began, because once we had that structure, that's when, you know, we were able to add in different layers of our character. And that's been the best part for me, you know, creatively and just personally. You know, I try to add layers to Malcolm Bivens. You know, he is a, you know, I know certain people think that I'm a goof, but I am a human being, but I'm also a goof, you know. So there are different moods, you know, different ways that I can emote, and I just try to keep that going every show.
No, I think the role kind of shows how versatile you kind of are, because you're not only playing within the role of like, you're managing sometimes as Roddy, who's just a singles competitor. Then later in the night, you could go to Julius and Brutus, which are tag team competitor. And then later in the night, you can go to Ivy Now, who's in the women's division. And it's like, you know, you're essentially playing the role of like, I mean, you're essentially, what do they call it? Why is it escaping me right now? But you're like, you know,
I'm the Suge Knight of NXT.
There you go.
I got a question. You know, I was
sure.
I was watching Vengeance Day last night, of course, like everybody else was, and I noticed the Creed Brothers gear. Somebody tweeted. I wish I remember who tweeted it, but they were talking about how like it reminds me of Remember, like the ice cream brand Pharrell had back in like the early 2000s? And it's the same kind of print. And we just want to know, man, where the Diamond Mine merchandise at? Where the t-shirts? We need the wristbands. I want the tracksuit. We need all that.
Diamond tester, all types of stuff, man.
Diamond tester.
You want to hear something crazy? So the gear that they had on, Julius designed that.
Oh, for real? Okay.
Yeah. That was his creation. And the tracksuits, the blue one, he created that as well.
Oh, wow.
That is
okay.
Yeah, he got them
versatile, man.
all that. Yeah. So I think they are in the process of making tracksuits. I don't know where they are in that process, but I will double check because, as always, I get my 80% cut. So I will do what I can, to move that process along. But last time I heard, there is new Diamond Mine merch coming, and we also have the hoodies. We do have the Diamond Mine hoodies out.
Ooh, okay.
Very nice fabric.
Needed.
Yeah, very nice fabric. Yeah.
Let me go tap in real quick. Hold on.
Yeah. I got Nikita Lyons 12 of them. Just putting it out